Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so I'm moving, boring as heck background, kind of like, too much. I'm gonna put the cards over here. Anyways, let's get into this. So let's have a look. What would the DMs like to focus on today's reading? Like if the DMs could illuminate anything to the DFs, what would that be? What can we see, DMs? Thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see from the DMs today? Okay, we got the Tower, definitely. So I just heard overnight changes, like something has hit them. Like they're certain now, definitely. And okay, you make me want to do bad things in the reverse. So yeah, they don't want lust anymore. They don't want, they're not wishy-washy. They're not like uncertain anymore. It's definitely, this isn't lust. This isn't a temptation. You're their person. Wow. Okay, what do the feminines need to know about this? How can the feminines integrate what we just saw? Rite of passage. Okay, so that means the DMs have gotten to a critical understanding here where they're transitioning from one way of looking at connections, the karmic way, codependent, survival templates, to an ascended way of looking at you, divine feminines, and the connections, rite of passage. So DMs have come through it. Okay, embrace the mystery. So these are the things that are happening or have happened. Be patient in transitions, accept fear and cultivate change. You are made of earth and spirit. Transformation is underway. Be aware of limiting beliefs and write your own story. So this is really interesting because DMs are embracing the mystery. They don't have to have it all figured out. They're coming into that yin. They're coming into that inner receptivity for a connection like this. Be patient in transitions. They've learned not to rush it. They don't have to have this instant gratification, this lower vibrational stuff that is just, you know, taking what they can get, the player, F-boys. Be patient in transitions. So yeah, that's beautiful. Accept fear and cultivate change. So there's bravery, like there's a definite energy here, a conviction, standing behind their truth, a going all in kind of vibe. You are made of earth and spirit. So it's not just the practical stuff. It's also this ethereal, higher love. Transformation is underway. So yeah, it's really happening. Be aware of limiting beliefs. So now that the masculines are definitely on board, there are limiting beliefs that can come up that are being seen for the normalcy that they represent. It's like the short code or the rhetoric, the cliche, the go-to, the standard, the emotional bureaucracy. I don't know. They're learning that they can do it their way, and they're each seeing how it could be looked at in their own terms, how they could validate this love that they have with their divine feminine on a more substantial level. So they're going through a rite of passage which speaks of maturity. Okay, let's have a look, DMs. What does this bring in for the usual DM check-in? So thank you, Divine Creator. What are the DMs thinking and about these connections and their divine feminine? What are they feeling on the heart space from this more definite, deliberate choosing their feminine, choosing this love, validating this love? What are the feminines most meant to see about the things that the masculine energies will share here? What are the manifestations the masculines are interested in experiencing and actions they want to take? What is their biggest challenge and solution? And what is the direction in the next couple of weeks? What can we see for what's coming next in the connections based on what we see for the masculines and the feminines? What's going to be transpiring that we can watch for? Okay, conscious mind for the connections. Oh, there's another devil card. So this is a devil card in this deck, but it's like they don't want to even fight it or cheapen it anymore. It's so real. It's definite, like on the cellular level. This is, instead of that being a binding bad thing, they're very much stoked about it. And it's like this definitely energy. They are done kind of trying to test it and sidestep it. It is what it is. It's so real to them. This can represent Capricorn, but it's also this material realm, this whole incarnation, right down to the fabric of this existence in this dimension. So masculines are like down to the nano. They definitely feel this. What else? Yeah, they're wishing for it. They're wishing for it. They're seeing it as manifest in their reality. They cannot escape it. I'm hearing they're thinking of you all the time. The moment they go to bed at night, the moment they wake up. All throughout the day, you are included in their energy. What do the feminines need to know about this? Page of Swords. Yeah, all you need to do is tune into your truth, your internal guidance system. This is the Curious card. The Page of Swords is like a student, an observer. This can be a bit of a peeking online kind of thing, but when it's in the inverse, it's giving me this energy of really deeply reading your own telltale signs, reading your own emotions, your thoughts, your physical sensations, to know your answers, to know your truth, because you are broadcasting and generating your reality. So if you've got cringe or low vibrational suffering in there, that's the reflection you're going to get. If you've got high frequency worthiness and delight and joy, that's what you're going to get. So tune in and find out where you're at, feminines, because that's going to be really telling as to where your masculine is at with these kind of messages here and where you can move through. What is the near future? What's coming next? This is a card of confusion and lots of options, but the divine feminine is highlighted here. Even if it looks like the masculines are dealing with material possessions and alignment, the snake representing the kundalini, it's kind of bound them there. They're going through some things in the material realm right now. I just heard a secondary message that the masculines are utilizing these connections as motivation to come through hardship or pushing towards financial goals. The Tower can also represent the restructuring of their previous lives into this new higher timeline of union and connection with the feminine. So it looks like right now they're tying up loose ends, focusing on certain things that they need to come into more consistency in this connection. What can we see for how the masculines are looking at their divine feminine? There's the transformation. They're going through this birth, death, rebirth cycle towards union. So they do have their sights set on you as their partner. All or nothing. They don't want to come forward prematurely and not be able to kiss you and never stop. Oh, masculines, what do the feminines need to see about that? Nine of Pentacles. So keep looking for places within you, feminines, where you can come into your happiness and your wholeness. You have nothing to worry about here. You are guaranteed love. That's what I'm hearing the divine say. If you're watching this message, you're on track for love. Don't delude yourself. Don't tell yourself that you are going to miss out on love. Turn that frown upside down, feminines. Aw. What is the near future? There's going to be a few, not secrets come to light, but a few things that have been going on behind the scenes for both the feminines and masculines. It's like each are going to catch a glimpse of what the other one's been up to, with that noose about to catch this sneaky guy's foot, there are going to be things that tip each off that the love is here. Like little glitches in reality that say, hey, wait a second, this is definitely not in my head. This person just got a serving of, yeah, you have feelings, that kind of thing playing out. And this is directly as it relates to the other person. What can we see for heart space? Wow, making changes to let go of fluffy, unnecessary energy. This is a card of karma clearing, but it's kind of like the annoying kind of things. The things that make you feel like, I'm not so sure I believe in it. So that's an interesting contrast when looking at this definite knowledge of who their feminine is. They're kind of like, well, all these people, places, and things that I was trying to uphold their ideals and, you know, make them happy and fit in. I'm not so sure. This juggling card, it's like, it doesn't resonate for me. These people can have, like, to each their own. I'm going to do my path. This is only, you know, a 5 out of 10 accurate for the masculines. And the masculines are aligning with this eternal love, like the real deal. And maybe these people, places, and friends were catalysts for the masculines to just go for gold in these connections. And they've stopped, you know, buying into hook, line, and sinker what these people have been selling or pitching as the way things are or the right way to do it. The masculines are beginning to say, I have my shoes to walk in and you have yours. And so, yeah, they are really on the heart space. This connection is helping the masculines say no to things that aren't a fit for them. What are the feminines meant to see about that? Knight of Wands in the inverse. This is the deepening, where the fickle energy. So this is implying that the masculines were people-pleasing or felt like they had to change too many things regarding family, friend groups, karmic scenarios, work, all of that. Feminines, you need to know that that is going to end when the masculines start thinking for themselves and choosing for themselves. Bit by bit, they're cultivating this new way. What's coming up in the near future, the masculines, you're going to feel it. So you may not see this on the surface with the blindfold feminines, but this is the masculine's old guarded self, and this is the masculine's new, transparent, more emotionally available self. And they're kind of at this crossroads right now. The old them and the new them. This is the transition. This is the transformation. The old moving out and the new coming in, this more grounded with the root chakra red there. Yeah, grounding it, the root chakra red in this outfit. So there's like this really drawn to the root, like the red here, grounding, red in that card. Like it's coming in for a landing, a new, braver kind of way of looking at this. The masculines don't have as much to worry about because they're not worried about getting it wrong now. They really love you, feminines. What are they feeling on their heart space for their divine feminine? Unconditional love, more than meets the eye. There's my card of the 3D in the reverse, inverse. And so that's looking at the big picture, the energy of things and the unconditional love. Nobody's going to love me like you do, I just heard. So they know that. They know that you're a rare one, feminines, and this is the kind of love that you only are afforded, you know, rarely, once in a lifetime. What can we see for the feminines? 5 of Wands. So continue staying the course and decluttering all of the extra energies that don't fully resonate as 100% yes for you, feminine. Doesn't mean turn your back on friends and family and like go MIA and completely reject them. No, but just don't ego align with what they're saying. Don't make it yours. Don't make it fit if it's not your story. What is the movement coming forward? So divine masculines here with my King of Wands, not in the upright, but we did see this Knight of Wands to the King of Wands, which to me is a progressive energy that's coming into leadership, energetic mastery, monogamy. Masculines are like getting attracted to the actual essential connection between the two here, and it's pulling them like a magnet away from the falsehoods, the false beliefs. This is not just the material realm. It's like they're integrating this connection into their material realm with the Devil card, but it's also extracting them from the things that are not serving them in the material realm. It's like this magnet is sifting them out of those ego-identified, entrapping kind of beliefs that are not one size fits all. Masculines are individuating. They're becoming unique. They're becoming an art form. What can we see for what the masculines wish to manifest in these connections? They want to open their heart to you. This is my card of scarcity, lack, competition. In the inverse, it's like opening the heart up. Because you've done nothing but speak the truth with tact and timing and grace. So on your journey, you have followed your higher guidance, the sword of truth, Archangel Michael's sword of truth, this beautiful leadership with speech and appropriate conduct. This has opened your masculine's hearts, and they want to commune with you. I just heard. What can we see for the feminines? Yeah, it's coming, the world. So certain things are still wrapping up before this is in the upright, and this conversation comes in to close out the material lives that negate the energetic truth of reality. So that duality is being harmonized. We're bringing the spiritual aspects of these relationships into the physical lives. It's becoming real, if not more real than the physical containers. And so that ascension process for relationships is grounding, it's ascending. It's hard to tell if it's, ascending or it's coming in for a landing. It's a merge. So it's a merge of the dimensions. It's no longer just the physical realms. It's no longer just the energetic realms. Those two realms are marrying, integrating. And the masculines are willfully speaking this into their selves. So they may say, I am definitely ready for a love like this that transcends the superficial, the instant gratification, the short-sighted, the back and forth, the volatile. This is them saying they want the real deal. What is the near future? Pardon me. Yes, a need for integration, a need to keep allowing these truths to illuminate independently on each person's sovereign path, letting it sink in. So feminines, for you, it is really knowing that you've said your piece, you've offered whatever you could to the masculines, and they are indeed being transformed by it. It has been helping them tell the difference between the ways of the world and this higher love. What can we see for the actions the masculines are wanting to take? Oh, they want to bring victory to the Queen of Wands. So we had the King of Wands. And there's the Queen of Wands. So this is the knight, the king that rides in from the karmic battle and offers a promise to their bride-to-be, their counterpart. So the masculines want to, not in a showy way, because this can be stroking the ego, fanfare, public applause, public shows of affection. They don't want to do it like that. They want to honor you in a more sincere way. So it feels like they're wanting to take some action to plan to come forward to you in a more, I heard behind closed doors, intimate way, where they can really express their feelings without an audience. What do the feminines need to know about that? Eight of Pentacles. I'm hearing, doing the inner work to uproot your filter that would be mistrusting of your actual divine masculine coming forward and telling you these things. Also, in this energy, you're highly magnetic feminine, so there might be multiple masculines if you don't quite know who your masculine is and you're at this stage of development. It could be that you need some discernment for multiple offers coming in. There's a readiness here that feminines, you're just being asked to prepare for it. And to make sure that you have gotten right with your connection to source, or balanced emotionally, internally, so that you're not harboring anything, so that you are safe space, so you're not going to trample on your masculine and you'll let them speak when they come in. Remember, they are very much not accustomed to this sort of transparency and availability. And so you're going to want to make sure you don't have any lingering agendas, feminines, that would stop them or shut them down. Yeah. Queen of Swords in the inverse right here with the butterfly of transformation. So this is like a timing. I'm hearing a metronome or a clock ticking. Yeah, feminines, there are certain things that the feminines can continue to open up to on a higher level, so that there won't be any dismissive or skeptical energy here. It's not about whether you need to watch for red flags or not. It's literally just hear them out and then decide. Don't prejudge. This card, this combination is saying, feminines, there's just a little bit more heart opening for you as well, so that you're not prejudging your masculine if they don't come in the way you expect them to, or if it doesn't start out with an engagement or something like that, that as these connections come in, you're going to be glad in hindsight that they unroll at the pace and rate or depth that they can and do when these masculines begin to follow intuitive guidance based on this definitely energy. If you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. What can we see for the biggest challenge for the masculines? Oh, you are a mysterious, hypervigilant, capable being, feminines. The challenge is you see in the dark. You see it all coming, that you are desiring this. You're aware of it. These things happen when you least suspect it. And that kind of delight is what you want to allow in here. So don't love so tightly. Don't be so obsessed or invested that it doesn't surprise and delight you, feminines. You don't want to be the only one in the relationship. Give your masculine a chance to find the way in that is your love story, your grand love story. But that's the challenge, is them meeting their match, but also being your match. And that means being able to know you so well that they can find, I'm seeing that missing dragon scale on the underbelly of a dragon. So they can find that that is like that missing dragon scale with you, feminines, so that it is like a key in a lock, the missing piece. Not that they complete you, but that they are so adept and in tune with you that they find that aspect that you aren't even consciously aware of yourself. Now that's connection. Now that's consciousness. That's belonging. What do the feminines need to know? Hierophant, ask for higher guidance. I'm feeling to say there's going to be a shift from focusing on the masculines to trusting the divine. Before union comes in, you will be more focused on what your higher guidance is telling you to do and how you're interpreting your reality through higher guidance than specifically all concerned about what your masculine is up to or not. If you are in that kind of focus still, where it's questioning and wondering and proving and testing, or, not balanced and not sure, you're going to have to adjust that. It's going to come in as quickly as you can bring it into this head-heart alignment. And the quickest way you can do that is to go higher for understanding and guidance instead of overthinking or spinning wheels or doing the best you can from a limited experience or trauma from your past. Let that all go and keep focused higher. What is the, divine timing. So in the next couple of weeks, divine timing is playing out behind the scenes. So there are revelations that the masculines and feminines are going to be having, but both are releasing karmic expectations and affiliations and ideas and choosing self. That's mirrored here. What is the solution to this challenge the masculines have that the feminines are so aware? Taking an energetic leap of faith. So it's not so much about, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what they do in the physical, but the intention behind it. So the intentions have gone from skepticism and withholding and not being time yet to going for it, to going all in. They're going to show up completely different. They have the confidence now to not bring the past forward and to just leap in with this loyalty, unburdened, and this playful energy. It's how they're going to show up that's going to surprise you. Masculines, that's the only in you have. Like, your feminine can see you coming. They know how to watch for you coming up over the horizon, we'll say. But the way that you talk to them now, the way that you delight them, how romantic you are, how invested, how physical, present you are is the shocker here. Queen of Swords in the inverse again. So when this happens, feminines, just watch in awe. Watch it happen. Let it happen. Let your masculine swoon you, sweep you off your feet. You know, after this proving ground, just let it gobsmack you. Gobsmack, yeah. Let it silence you. Let it drop your jaw. Yeah, let it force tears out of your eyeballs, feminines. Like, let it overwhelm you. When this happens, let it sink in, feminines, because your masculine has never overly promised you anything. And so when they start coming in as the real deal with this definite energy, with this, I am sure beyond a shadow of a doubt, with all my heart, with every cell in my body, you're my person. When they come in with that reflection, let it be, feminines. Okay, so there's going to be, we got this card for the masculines, these changes that the masculines are bringing in bit by bit. I want to see what card that was regarding. That was the karmic changes, the changeover, where they're taking their energy away from the people that aren't qualified to tell them how to live their life. And they're beginning to invest in this direction. This is also their actions coming in, showing up differently with you, but this is the abundance that's coming for the couples, for the divine counterparts. The ship's coming in as this alignment comes in, because abundance and union comes in synonymously. And so just watch, feminines, watch it happen. Watch the revelation come in. What is the near future holding? Yeah, the Hierophant and the Fool. So we got the Fool for the masculines, the Hierophant for the feminines. So feminines just keep following higher guidance, and masculines just keep, also following higher guidance. Everybody is looking to source for instruction now, not so much looking for if that other person is XYZ. It's more intuitively guided in our own rights right now, which will naturally bring these connections into alignment in the physical. It will be evident. It will be obvious. It will be aligned. Ten of Pentacles, it's going to be better than we imagined. Ten of Pentacles in the inverse. It's not the American dream. It's not the cookie cutter of the 3D reality. It's transcendent. It's more. It's better. It's more abundant than that. Wow. And Star, this is your star path of destiny. Okay, it's emerging. It's coming in. There will be a moment where enough of these changes creep in, enough of this elusive becoming fades into your reality, feminines and masculines, that one day it will be here, but it will have already been bit by bit coming in, and then one day it will be more in than not. And that is the day that this will, I'm hearing the spirit guides, the angels, the ancestors erupting in fanfare for each pair that comes into the revelation, the recognition that the union is here. So feminines, your masculines are following their intuitive guidance. Their hearts are generous for you. They have been investing in these connections. And as the two invest in these connections, there will be a threshold that is crossed that will make these connections undeniable. So both need to be sure on their heart. Both go through the purification process. And that brings each investing in as friends, as unconditionally loving masters, towards a threshold, past the point of no return, the going all in, the we have arrived at this. Now, what will we do with this sacred life together? Wow. Okay, so that implies that even unbeknownst to my viewers, that there are already these foundational blocks being put in this foundation. That's not blockages, that's foundational building material already happening. And soon you will see it for what it is. Wow. Okay. Many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.